Hello, world.
Peaches.
What the fuck? Joe woke me up from a nap to do this, so they're gonna get some real.
No, such.
You're gonna get some real quality podcasting tonight. Hope you're ready for the next 10 minutes of us arguing like every other podcast.
Oh,
Let's fight.
Fight. Round.
Fight. Yeah. You know what? Fuck you. All right. What's the topic tonight, Joe?
The topic tonight is, what do you do when in a relationship one person is more focused on their career than they are with you? Is that okay? Should you be in a relationship with that? Is that even possible in a relationship? Discuss.
Well, you need to know what you can fucking handle. And you need to be honest with that person before you get in a relationship with them, because let's say you get in a relationship and you're like, oh yeah, everything's great, everything's fabulous, and you like literally spend no time with them and they're like, what the fuck? It's different if you'd be like, hey, you know, like I'm really focused on my career right now, like I don't know if a relationship is the best thing for me, but I do really have feelings for you, let's see what happens. I don't know, that's like more upfront, and the person's like gonna be more understanding, and maybe they'll be like, oh, this is an investment in our future if things work out. I don't know, but I personally have got no time for that shit because I like quality time. It's one of my love languages.
Ooh, so you don't think you could ever?
No, like if I was dating like Beyonce, I don't think I could do it unless she like took me on tour with her every day. Even then I'd still kind of be like, I'm just like plan B for her. I don't know, you know?
Interesting. Or then under what circumstances is the edge of that where you could be like, fine, I'll deal with it? Or is there none?
I don't think there is any. Like, I don't know. If you're gone all the time, I'm definitely not about it. And if you're, I mean, there's, of course, like, yeah, you have to work like a 12-hour day. I'm not going to be like, oh my God, where is my boyfriend? Oh! But
that's what I'm like right now.
Yeah.
It's been gone 2 hours. Where is she?
But like if he's like, well, I'm focused on my career and like I can't hang out with you at all. I think it's different too because we live together. But if you were like, no, sorry, we can only hang out one day a week, I would be like, well, this is never gonna fucking work because my pussy's gonna travel. So once a week. Gotta go by.
But what if they're doing really meaningful work and you see the passion in what they're doing and you just support that?
Well, I support them. I support them, but I'm not gonna put myself through that.
Give me traveling puss.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna, because I will cheat on them.
Jesus.
Sorry. I know myself. I'm gonna be like, well, I'm not getting my needs met. I'm gonna go find it somewhere else.
Ooh. See, I think the opposite. I think I could
I'm sure you do. Shocker. Continue.
I mean, you covered most of the bases. I'm just thinking, I'm just, like you said, would you say you need the quality time every night?
Not every night, but more than like once a week, or if this person's...
As long as what they were doing was like, I could at least see the bigger picture of like, all right, it kind of sucks I don't get to see a whole lot of them now, but I see what they're doing right now and I support that. So I'm gonna stick with that even though if it means less.
I think I would need to know that there is a long-term plan. Like if you tomorrow came up to me and were like, I've got this business thing that needs to happen, I'm gonna be gone for a month, whatever, and then after that I'm back, we're like 6 months, but we have a plan to have you come out every weekend, like maybe I would be okay. Honestly, I probably wouldn't, let's be real. But I would need to know that there's like a stop time and there's something there's a foreseeable future, and there's a time when you're gonna give up on your dreams and like come back to reality and just like stay home with me. Like I can't just have this like willy-nilly like, oh yeah, you know, one day things are gonna be awesome, we're gonna be millionaires, and I don't really have a plan, but like I'm fucking killing the game. I'm gonna be like, that's not tangible for me.
What if they scheduled it where they were like, all right, I'm gonna be swamped 6 days out of the week, but one day I will dedicate to you?
I will live. I'll live.
Ooh, okay, negotiable.
I'll live, but if you fucking break that day, I'm getting 2 the next time.
There you go.
I don't know. And I want people to pursue their dreams and everything, but at the same time, you just have to be open and honest with your partner. You can't just, you have to consider them. Like, at this point, we're like kind of stuck together. And so you have to consider me. I consider you in my decisions.
Which makes me think of a kind of follow-up to that.
Are you considering me in your decisions?
Of course, my love. I do nothing but consider you.
Oh, okay. Okay, you were saying?
I think of another interesting kind of tangent to that is then at what point in a couple can you say to someone that their dream is still worth pursuing or not? Like, there's a difference between someone who's like pursuing something and you're like, I can never do it, but like I see what they're doing. It's like, you know, like they're making progress. There's actually a rhyme and reason to it versus someone that's just like, you're just spinning wheels. Like, you are not the next Steve Jobs. I don't know what you're trying to do right now.
That's hard. That's hard. And I've experienced it.
Oh. No, me?
Uh-huh.
What? Wait a minute.
Honey, do you want fucking realness right now?
Oh boy.
You want realness or not?
Myself into. I don't know. Let's ease into it first because I don't know what's coming out right now.
Well, I'm just gonna give no. There's only one example where I'm like, it was obvious, but I loved you and I supported you.
Okay.
Joe decides. Okay, let's say every day, who's cooking the meals for us?
You.
Me. Joe comes home and says, Alexis, I'm gonna start a cooking company. And I go, yes. Yes, you should.
Hey, you had some cooked meals.
It was great. It was great, and I supported him, and it was fabulous. But in the back of my mind, honestly, honey, I was like, you don't like cooking.
Well, that wasn't so it wasn't a cooking company. It was meal prep for my clients.
I know.
And it was actually working really well. It's just the person I had started it with. He got busy. He was still finishing up school, and we were just losing my interest. I was like 60% in on it.
Exactly,
like,
because you were like excited about it, but I don't see you as like, yeah, cooking and food prepping is my passion. I was kind of like, okay, well, he's trying this out. I'm gonna let him go. And like, he used our house to cook. I was about it. I sanitized everything because I was like worried, like I don't want to have to be sued. And but that was a time where I was like, okay, I'm gonna let him have his moment. Like, I'm not gonna be like, this is a shitty idea. You hate cooking. Why would you start cooking?
To be fair, I wasn't really the cook. It was more the other guy.
No, I know, and I was
just kind of the assistant.
Babe, I'm not throwing you under the bus. I just thought that was a funny example because you don't cook, and you were like, I'm gonna cook. But I wasn't like gonna shut you down, and I was like all about it for so long, and then it didn't work out. I wasn't like shooketh and crying and wasn't like, oh my God, we invested our whole lives into this cooking company. But it's just, it is what it is. And you go through things like, I've had my fair share of weird, odd jobs in the past. So
Yeah, that was it was a good run. I'm still glad I experienced it because
I am too.
My little somewhat entrepreneurial stint, and it
went well. It did go well.
We had people going. It wasn't like it was even dying out. We died out.
Because cooking isn't your passion in life.
Yeah.
So that's just what it is. That's why I was like,
It wasn't even that. We were, because he had that covered. Neither of us had any marketing background, and once we started getting some resistance on that end, we just both kind of were like, and then the dream kind of fizzled out. We were just like, all right. And then he's busy with school, and I'm getting busy with my stuff, and it just died. Then it fizzled out. So yeah, that's how it went.
So, but did I kill Joe's entrepreneurial spirit? No. He can go. He can do whatever he wants. But do I have opinions about it? Yes.
She was well stocked with food, though. She did like that.
I do like free food.
Yeah. Did you have any? I don't think you've had any runs at that. You've always had stable. I've always been the one.
Yeah.
That's the interesting combo there. I've always been ooh, what about this idea? Ooh, let's try this. All right. Next week we're gonna do this, and she's always been, I want safe, I want steady.
I want 9 to 5. I want to know I have a 401k. I want to know that I'm gonna have benefits. But that's just me because I like stability. I don't do well like when things aren't perfect and in my order. I spaz out of control and become an emotional disaster. But I mean, I've jumped a lot of industries. Like, I'm in tech now. Before I was in entertainment, then I was in the fucking dog retail. Like, I'm kind of all over the place, so I experiment in that way. But I don't know. And for me, I have the opposite problem, because I will stay in a job that I don't like and that's killing my soul for a long time just because it's safe, whereas you probably wouldn't do that.
Ugh, yeah,
so that's like the opposite of entrepreneurial spirit. I'm just like, it's like death to your soul.
Death to your soul.
But I just love stability.
Yeah. But that's where we made it work, though.
Well, yeah, because one of us is like pursuing their dream, and one of us is just head down and doing the grind. And I'm okay with that.
Mama holds it down while JoJo goes.
Yeah, and all honesty, I appreciate him for that, because like things like this, like the podcast, would I ever have done this? Do I even still want to do this? No, but he's gonna keep pushing me, and he'll keep trying and doing other things out there. And like, when things are going well for him, they go really well, and if they're not, then he's got Papi Chulo over here.
That's right, Papi Chulo.
Papi Chulo over here, because I'm here just steady, and Joe's like
yeah, just throwing ideas and seeing what sticks, basically.
Yeah, but I think it's a good match, and I think it is scary, like, if both people are so all over the place, like trying different things. I don't think that relationship works well. I don't know, two steady people might work well, but it might get fucking stale.
Yeah, that might get crazy if we were both like how I was, and just all over the place, and nothing was ever stable.
Yeah, you would be like, okay, how are we gonna pay rent this month?
Oh, God.
Like, what are we doing with our lives?
Yeah, that would not be good.
It'd be rough. And at the same time, like, he keeps me from just being like this 9-to-5 bitch, and I keep him from being like, all right, moving to Bali, just gonna bring a pack $100, and that's all I need.
Yeah. Let's do something. Why don't we just sit in here? Let's get it moving.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Opposites attract, the age-old tale, that old chestnut.
We balance each other, and it's amazing.
It is. And if Joe asked me to quit my job to continue the podcast today, I'd say no, but...
Yeah, unless someone's
but maybe one day. Maybe one day we will.
One day we'll get to that point.
Yeah, when we have our 70 sponsors. Trojan Condoms.
That's right.
Number one sponsor.
That's right.
NuvaRing, number one sponsor.
All the sexuals.
Mm-hmm.
All the sexuals.
So.
All right.
That's it.
That's it. Do you have anything else? You didn't have anything you wanted to touch on? I guess not.
No.
It was old news.
I'm ready to go to sleep.
All right.
It's daylight savings. Lost an hour.
Yeah. All right. Let's adjust to this time frame.